Welcome back. It's your boy Beast Mode Fitness and Gaming here, and today we are going to talk about the top 25. Before the games today, I just wanted to do a quick overview of who's in the top 25, who moved up, who moved down, sort of type thing, and touching more on the top five and comparing their schedules. But if you guys enjoy football content, please hit that like and subscribe button because I'll be pushing out some content this season. All right, so a quick overview. We got the top 25. This was, I guess, brought out Monday or Tuesday. I'm not quite sure on that schedule, but since we got games today, I just want to go ahead and squeeze out a quick video. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So we had at number 25 when they had a loss, so they dropped 16 spots and they're now 25. 24 would be Tulane. I thought I'm pretty sure they were still in they were in the top 25 last week. I'm not quite sure. But 23 we got Texas A&M. Let's talk about Colorado for a quick second. All right, so here's Colorado's schedule. So they are ranked number 22. So after their win against number 17 TCU, the 45 to 42, they got moved up to the top 25, which number 22 is where they're sitting at. And we're going to look at their schedule real quick. I'm not going to look at anybody else's schedule until we get to the top five, but I'm just a Deion Sanders fan at the prime time. So I want to go ahead and just goes to show like what their schedule is looking like. And it's looking pretty good for them. So they got number 13 Oregon, number 6 USC, number 16 Oregon State, and number 12 Utah. So they got some top 25 ranked teams in their schedule. As long as they win out, the opposing teams, I mean, as long as they win out and stay in the top 25, Colorado's might get a chance to squeeze up there to the top five. I mean, that's a stretch. I'm just throwing that out there. Um, I mean, we all know that the committee favors SEC teams mainly. I mean, that's just is what it is. That's how it's been for the past I don't know how many years. But they got a chance, and they might be able to squeeze in there, especially if some of these teams move up in the ranks. If they beat USC, they looking like they might be looking to be in the top 10. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm excited about it, and I think it's a huge opportunity for Prime Time himself to showcase his skills as a coach, and for the all stars that he's got on his team to be able to showcase themselves and show what type of talent they got there at Colorado. All right, moving on. We got Duke at number 21. Obviously, they pulled off them a nice win. We got Ole Miss at number 20, Wisconsin at 19, Oklahoma at 18, North Carolina at 17, Oregon State at 16, which we know they're going to play the Buffs, Kansas State at 15. LSU dropped 9 spots to 14. Now, from my understanding, their coach badmouthed their team and pretty much said that they were not the team they expected and they shouldn't have deserved to have their ranking. I don't believe a coach should have said that on national TV. That is demoralizing to his team and that and his fans. I don't know how true that is, so don't take my word for it. But I saw some videos, and I hope they're fake. Because if they're not fake, that's kind of demoralizing for his team and his fans. But they moved down 9 spots. All right, so we got Oregon at 13, which Bo Nix from Auburn was up in Oregon right now. I think he's on his last year trying to prove something. Maybe a Heisman push. Who knows? Number 12, Utah. We got number 11, Texas, who will be playing number 3, Alabama today, tonight. And boy, oh boy, if you want to hear my prediction on that game, look at my prior video, episode 1, Bama versus Texas, and I go into more detail of who I think is going to win and why. All right, so now we're in the top 10. So we got at number 10, Notre Dame. Okay, they went up 3 spots. Okay, so they broke the top 10 because they're 2 and 0. So all right, we'll give them that. We all know what happens to Notre Dame when they play in the playoffs. I mean, look it up. We got Tennessee moved up 3 spots to number 9. Got Washington at 8. Number 7, Penn State. And now we're talking about USC. So we got our reigning Heisman winner at quarterback at USC, Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams. Um, I mean, Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. Do I think that they're going to make the top 4 again this year? I don't know. They put Florida State above USC, and USC was the top runner last season. Florida State wasn't. So, I mean, we will see. So now we're going to rock into the top 5. And we're going to just do a quick look at everyone's schedules to see if they really deserve to have the chance to be in the playoffs, depending on I guess, the difficulty of their schedule. So first of all, we're going to look at number 5, Ohio State. All right, so here we are at number 5, Ohio State schedule. So they got a 23 win over Indiana. Come on, Indiana. Okay, not their best look, but a win is a win. Still early in the season, we all have to break our ice. Most of us are not getting much of a challenge this year. They got Youngstown next, Western Kentucky, and their real challenge is Notre Dame. I mean, you know how I feel about that. I touched on it a little bit earlier, but they'll be ranked number 10. So let's see who else they got ranked: Penn State, Wisconsin, and Michigan at the end of the year. So that's just to say if Michigan actually stays in the top 4, then yeah, their last game could be a deciding factor if they push into the top 4. Sure. It also depends on the 4 teams ahead of them. If they lose, I mean, doesn't look like a tough schedule to me. But I'm not the expert. They do got a couple of ranked teams in there, not the best ranked teams, but we'll see how the year plays out. Next up, we got Florida State University. All right, they're number 4, and they just got a win. Actually, I wouldn't even call that a win. I call that a blowout. Not necessarily a blowout. I mean, I'm sure it was tough up until the end. They pulled away. Didn't really watch the game. Not really attracted to those 2 teams, but a good win for Florida State. Pushed them into the top 4, which is, I guess, good for FSU because it's been a while. Um, and I touched on LSU and them dropping in the comments that I heard were made. But let's look at the schedule real quick. Florida State University plays Southern Miss next, Boston College, Clemson. They stayed in the top 25. They're playing Duke, who's now 21. And the rest of their schedule, I mean, not a challenge. I don't see them staying in the top 4, if I'm being honest, with all the other competition out there. They really going to have to blow out all those teams like bad to be able to maintain the top 4. Next up, we got Bama schedule, who moved up to number 3. And as I stated before, I am a Bama fan, so I'm going to give an unbiased opinion here on this schedule. So, Middle Tennessee, obviously a cupcake. Most of the teams have their first game as cupcakes, and then they start to inch into their more heavier games. But not this season for Bama. We had a cupcake. Now we're about to hit number 11, Texas. And like I said before, I have a video prior on who I think is going to win, an unbiased opinion. And so if you want to see that prediction, go watch that video. But they have South Florida, who's next, obviously. We're not going to touch base on that. Ole Miss is a good team. Texas A&M is also a good team. Tennessee is in the top 10. We got LSU, who's number 14. So if they win out and stay number 14, then we're looking at Kentucky, Chattanooga, and Auburn. Now, do we have the toughest schedule? No. But do we have a tougher schedule than, let's say, someone we're going to talk about here soon? Yes, we do. Um, do I think number 3 is a deserving spot? Right now, it really doesn't matter. We're in the early season, so if we're going to choke and mess up, I realistically, as any team, I'm sure their team would rather choke up before, get the nerves over with, so they can push and get better, get the repetitions in. So by the time they actually reach these tougher teams, they'll be successful. But in our case, we got a tough team tonight, and I mean that's going to be a close one. All right, and number two, we got old Michigan here. All right, so let's take a look at their schedule. Straight trash. This schedule, are you kidding me? East Carolina, and they barely won 33. I mean, when I say barely won, because they should have blew out that team. I mean, I don't even know who the next team is. Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan, Purdue. I mean, their next, toughest game in the eyes of, spectators and analysts would be Penn State. And that's in November. They only have two more ranked teams on their schedule, and that's if they stay ranked. Yeah, Michigan, once again, same scenario. They're going to have to blow out. This is a horrible schedule. This is a cupcake schedule. Like Penn State, I haven't taken a look at their schedule, but I bet they got a harder schedule than this. Let's just say Michigan lucked out on this one. All right, moving on. We're going to number one now. One is Georgia. We all knew that. Back to back national champs. Deserving of it, of course. But they got a new quarterback. And what does that mean? Doesn't mean crap. Look at the schedule. It doesn't mean anything. Ball State's their next game. I mean, what happened this year? Like, why does all the teams have such cupcake schedules? Like, what happened? I mean, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna make another video about that because this is crazy. Even my team Bama has some cupcakes on their schedule. It's like, what happened? Are we like taking a break before they initiate this new college football playoff system that I believe is supposed to go into effect next year? Like, are we, or like, when I mean next year's season, like, are we really just like cruising through? I mean, all right, this is your back-to-back national champion. I mean, just looking at this schedule, they're winning out 100%. They don't play anybody. I mean, really, that's supposedly can give them a challenge. Maybe South Carolina might pull up an upset. Maybe Auburn, maybe their new team. I don't know. Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Florida, Missouri. Their next ranked game is until November 2, and then they play Ole Miss and Tennessee, and then that's it. And then Georgia Tech is their last game. I mean, come on. What's up with the cupcake schedules? Either way, until they give us a reason, Georgia deserves to be in that number one spot. They back-to-back national champions. So until that time comes where they show us that they don't deserve it, then, you know, I agree. They should be number one. But with this schedule, whew, I mean, this is a cupcake, easy season for them to pull off a three-peat. But guess what? Bama's on the hunt, right behind you, nipping at them heels. So better watch out, Georgia. We coming, and you got to see us in the SEC championship. So good luck. And that concludes my top 25 quick recap video before today's games kick off. And if you guys enjoyed any of my content, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm getting better at this. I'm trying at least to get better, and I will over time. But if you guys enjoy any type of football content, gaming, I'm gonna put some music here too. I'm gonna start when I start prepping for my upcoming bodybuilding show I plan on doing next year. I'm gonna put on the fitness videos, the road. I wouldn't call it a road to pro, but we're gonna call it like a summer shredding of some sort, and we're gonna get some good content in, and I'm excited about it. I want this channel to grow from not just one type of content. But if you guys enjoy it, please hit that like and subscribe button and just come in and enjoy. Sometimes I go live on here, but mostly I go live on my Kick. Um, the links are in the description at the bottom. just please give me a shot, check me out, and I want everybody to have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Saturday of football, and just remember, no matter what happens, there's always tomorrow. Everyone have a wonderful day and stick around for my outro. You know that amazing fun outro that I have. Yeah, that y'all need to check out. Make sure y'all check it out. And everybody have a good day. Please like and subscribe. Much love. Peace and love. Beast Mode Fitness and Gaming out.
Oh yeah, silky smooth. Subscribe to my YouTube.